Hi guys and welcome to prediction week 34, and we start with tonight's game, Leicester versus Newcastle at 8 o'clock. I'm going to go for a tight, tough game in this one. Two teams that aren't really fighting. I know Newcastle still need a couple of points, but they're not like in serious trouble. Leicester not really going anywhere. So I'm going to go for a tight, tough game. I'm going to go Leicester 1, Newcastle 1. Tomorrow at 12:30 we have Tottenham versus Huddersfield. Obviously Huddersfield have already been relegated, so again got nothing to play for, no pressure on them. Obviously Tottenham are trying to fight for that third place in the Premier League. So I'm going to go Tottenham 2, Huddersfield 0. We then have Brighton versus Bournemouth. Again, this is going to be a tough game, but I'm going to go Bournemouth to nick it. I'm going to go Brighton 1, Bournemouth 2. We then have Fulham versus Everton. Again, Fulham have already been relegated, no pressure on them. Everton played really, really well against Arsenal last week, even though I think Arsenal made it quite easy for them. I'll get to that later on in the show. So I'm going to go Fulham 1, Everton 2. We then have Burnley versus Cardiff. Again, two teams that are fighting. A lot of points are very important for these two teams. And I'm going to go for another tight, tough game for this one. I'm going to go Burnley 1, Cardiff 1. At 5:30 we have Manchester United versus West Ham. Obviously Manchester United losing to Barcelona in the week, and obviously Manchester United are also looking to get into the top 4 for the Champions League next season. West Ham will make it quite hard for them, I think, but I'm going to go for Manchester United to nick it. I'm going to go Manchester United 2, West Ham 1. At 2:05 on Sunday, we have Crystal Palace versus Manchester City. Obviously, Manchester City are in that title race with Liverpool at the moment. Crystal Palace, again, it is at Selhurst Park. It might make it difficult for them. They've already beaten Manchester City at Manchester City earlier on in the season. But I think that it's at this late stage of the season now. I can't see like many results like that happening now. So I'm going to go Crystal Palace 0, Manchester City 2. At 4:30 we have Liverpool versus Chelsea. Again, Liverpool are in a title race, and Chelsea are looking to get into that top 4 as well for Champions League next season. And I'm going to go for a really, really lively goal thriller game for this one. I'm going to go Liverpool 3, Chelsea 2. So I really, really hope that we do get a game like that on the weekend. It's about time we had a good, entertaining game. So especially when it comes to the top 4 and a title race. So let's hope, fingers crossed, that we can have a game like that. And at 8 o'clock on Monday, we have Watford versus Arsenal. Obviously, I've discussed Arsenal last week. Absolutely disgusting performance. I don't know why Unai Emery went with 2 defensive midfielders against Everton. Like, not really disrespecting Everton, but he's gone to places like Manchester United this season, and he only played 1 defensive midfielder. I think we went to Chelsea earlier on the season, 1 defensive midfielder. Manchester City a couple of weeks ago, 1 defensive midfielder. And then we go to Everton, we play 2. And we kind of played straight into Everton's hands. We just looked slow, sloppy. We made Everton look better than what they are, basically. As I said, I'm not trying to disrespect them, but we did make them look better than what they are. At the end of the day, I know football doesn't really run like that, but as far where Everton now, I think Everton are on 50 points and Arsenal are on 63. So technically, Arsenal are a 13 points better off team than Everton, even if it is at Goodison Park. Yes, they'll probably make it tough for you, but technically we have got the better players and we should be going there, not having to play 2 defensive midfielders and play straight into their hands. We should have gone there brilliant with confidence. And the fact that the role that we've been on as well, I don't think we've lost a game since the Manchester City game. So that's like 8 games in a row. We've been unbeaten. We've been growing some confidence. So I don't know why we did that last week, and all the confidence has gone out of us again now. We did play Napoli on Thursday, and apparently I didn't watch it. I haven't got BT Sport, but we could have been about 5, 6, 7-0 up. But being typical Arsenal, we didn't take our chances. We are 2-0 up. So if we go 1-0 up at Napoli, I think it's we need 1 away goal in Napoli, and I think Napoli would need to win by 4 goals or something. So not too bad, but you'd rather be going into that Napoli game with Napoli not needing anything, just the tie being over. Didn't happen, and I think that because you've got Watford on Monday, and then we've got Napoli on the Thursday. Again, is Watford going to be the same kind of situation? Are they going to get in our faces? Are we going to make them look better than what they are? Not disrespecting Watford again, but we've got, we're about, again, 13, 12 points better off than them. So, I don't know how it's going to go, but I think because Arsenal have got that game on Thursday, and because we've just played Napoli, I think we're going to have to make some change. We are going to have to make some changes to the game on Monday. So I'm going to go for a draw. Kills me to say it, but I'm a realist. I'm going to go Watford 1, Arsenal 1. If you ask me now, do I think that Arsenal would get into the top 4? I'd say yes. I think that Arsenal will get into the top 4. Do I think that we'd get third? It depends how everyone else does when we play on that weekend. So I'd say, I think next week, or say this week, say for instance, Chelsea's got Liverpool. If we could beat Watford, obviously we go 2 points above them, I think it is. And then I think when we play Wolves away, Manchester United also have Manchester City at home. So again, let's just say that Manchester City has whacked Man United 2 or 3-0, and then say that we've beat Wolves 2-1 or something like that. Sometimes it's going to come down to, I think it's going to come down to goal difference. So if you ask me now, do I think that we'll get top 4? Yes. Do I think that we'll get into the top 3? I think it depends. How other teams do when the other team is playing someone like Manchester City or Chelsea or something like that. So that's where I stand at this moment in time with 6 games to play. So that's my predictions for this weekend, guys, and I'll see you next week for next week's predictions. Thank you for watching, guys.